Hello friends, welcome to our channel. Before getting into this video, we would like to thank you, our beloved viewers, who have helped us in achieving this milestone of 1000 or 1.2k subscribers in such a small period of time.
This could not have been possible without your never ending support and the trust that you had shown in us. Keeping that in mind, we would like to increase our ways of interacting with you as we keep on finding reasons to come close to you by as many ways as possible. We are introducing our Instagram page where you can find our day to day life or the life in France, particularly in Reims, looks alike.
We know that there are a lot of doubts which can keep you in anxiety before applying for any sort of administrative processes or even applying for a visa. But where should we seek for help? There might be someone who has already done these processes, or there could be someone who has found an apartment and is now looking for a roommate. Thus, we are introducing community groups on Facebook where all of us could come together to help each other out with any sort of information or any help for you Desis planning to come to France. Finally, we will also be launching our platforms on LinkedIn soon, and the links for all these socials could be found in the description below. So without further ado, let's jump straight right into this video. So this video is going to be about CAF. But what is CAF? CAF is a financial aid which is provided by the French government to cover some part of your rent. But the amount depends upon the place of residence and the composition of your resources, such as your income over the last 12 months. There are some conditions which are required for CAF, such as the minimum comfort should be there in your apartment and should comply all the health and safety standards. Also, there's one more rule that your room should at least be above 9 meters square for a single person, or at least 9 meters square. So let's look into the step-by-step process. As you can see on the screen, you need to go to your browser and search for CAF, and the first link that would appear in front of you, you need to click on it, and here you need to enter your postal code and click on validate. Then you need to click on my account and then create my account if you haven't already, and then you will be redirected to this page where you need to click on housing and then application for housings, and you'll be redirected to this page where you need to click on créer un compte, which will lead you to this page where you need to enter your civil status. So if you have your social security number, click on yes. If you don't have it, you can click on no here. After that, enter your civility, sir or madam, whatever you are, your name, your date of birth, your place of birth. Here it's mentioning stranger, but it's an error with the translation of the browser. Enter your country of birth, your parents' details, and just enter the code postal of where you live, and enter the CAPTCHA and click on continue. It will be redirecting you to this page which is asking for if you have a French identity card, a French residence permit, or a passport. If you have any one of them, you can click on it. If you don't have it, you can click on I don't have a French ID. This will give you a disclaimer of lack of ID where you need to provide some necessary supporting documents, and after reading that you can click on continue, which will redirect you to the contact details page. Here you could indicate your choices of reception, which could either be mobile phone number or your email address. Make sure it is a French number if you are going through the option of mobile number. After entering your mobile number, click on send code, and the code would be sent to either your phone or your email ID according to your entered details, and you need to enter the code verification and click on validate, which will redirect you to this page where you can see the summary of all your entries. Here you can see your civility status, your mother, father's name, and confirm all the details that you've just entered. Further, you need to click on sign in, which is going to redirect you to this page of connection. Before moving further, I would like to tell you that when you enter your phone number or your email, the details such as temporary identifier is sent to you. Now you need to take those details and with the help of them log in to your account. It is going to redirect you to your reception page where you could also see your phone number and your email ID. Now we need to click on this drop down menu and click on simulate or apply for a benefit. We'll be redirected on this page where we need to click on housing, and under application for housing assistance we'll click on faire la demande. Now we'll see this page in front of our eyes, and it is saying that there are 5 steps to your process, which we'll just begin by clicking on begin. and enter your postal code again and click on continue. You live as a couple, yes or no, enter these details. If you're a student, click on yes. The number of children, if there are any, you need to enter that information. For this accommodation, we'll click on we pay rent because we pay rent, and you need to enter your date of arrival in this accommodation and click on continue. It will ask whether you are fiscally attached to your parents. We'll click on no, and you are a tenant or roommate or subtenant, depends upon the situation in which you are in, and choose the option according to your own will. We'll click on tenant or roommate in the case of a co-location kind of situation. It will ask you whether the property belongs in whole or in part to your ascendants or descendants, which means either to your parents or your any relatives or yourself. So if that is the case, you need to click on yes, and if not, you need to click on no. Now in this option, enter who's the owner of rental agreement. If it's you, enter yourself and click on continue. Now you will be redirected to this page where you could see the summary of all the details you've just mentioned. Give it a close look, and after confirming the details, click on continue. Coming over to the second step, you need to enter your situation and enter your marital status, your sex, and other such informations. Remember, if you have your social security number, enter your social security number, otherwise keep it empty. Your date of birth, your place of birth, it would be foreign in case of international students. Enter your country and city of birth and nationality. In case of international students, it is going to be other. Again, enter your father's and mother's name and details. You are coming for abroad, yes. You need to enter your date of entry into France on the day when you landed here. Clicking on continue will move to this step where we need to enter our marital status, which is bachelor in our case. Am I expecting a child? Yes or no? Keep in mind, if you are expecting a child or you already have a child, there are some schemes which will let you have more aids from the French government. So kindly check all these details on the caf.fr official website.
Moving further, after clicking continue, it will redirect you to this page in which you have to tell about the current employment or your status. In this, we are opting for the student, and if you have a scholarship, please press yes, otherwise no, and click on continue. After clicking continue, it will take you to the next step where you have to provide with your address and the date of entry of accommodation. So just please type it wisely, and the country is France, and then you have to provide with the address and click continue, which will automatically redirect you to the next step, that what is the type of accommodation you are having. So it is a studio, apartment or a house, so we opted for that one. And then it's a furnished accommodation or not, we opted for the yes option. And in this you have to take into the consideration that the surface area of the dwelling, 100 meters square, is the total surface area of the house, combining all your roommate surface areas as well, as we have introduced that number of roommates are 4. So please calculate accordingly after adding all the roommate surface area as well. And moving further, are you in a shared flat? Yes, and then provide with the number of roommates you have. Then you have to provide with the amount of the rent including service charges in total. It's 2000 euros, combining all your 4 roommates. And for individually, what is that amount? It's 400 euros. We have given an example. And the date of beginning of the rental agreement or lease, you have to put that date. Enter the month for which you have paid the first rent, and then is it a decent housing? Press yes or no according to your choice, and then click continue. It will redirect you to the next page where you have to provide with the information of your landlord, that you pay your rent at individual or a real estate agency SCI, which is basically written on the contract. So please look into that and select it accordingly. And moving further, we choose real estate agency. So in this you have to choose whether your landlord resides in France or abroad. In our case, we opted for the France. And then it will ask you for the serial number which is mentioned in your contract. If you don't have a serial number mentioned on your contract, just ask it from your house owner and mention it over there and click on continue. After providing the serial number, it will automatically fetch the company detail, so please look it wisely. And after confirming that, you can click on is it your landlord, then yes, if not then no. And after that you will have to click on the continue. It will redirect you to the next step in which there is an additional information. You sublet part of your home, which simply means that you are going to rent the accommodation by yourself further. So in our case, we are not going to do that. So we are opting for the no. Then the second part, if you are occupying a second home due to an internship or apprenticeship, it's a personal question. You have to answer it accordingly into the yes or no. Then you have to click onto the continue. Now it will redirect you to the summary page, which is the step number 3. So it will be having all the information that you have provided. So please look into that very carefully, that all the marital status, your name, your place of birth, your nationality, everything is mentioned over here that you have provided before, your employment situation, and then you have to click onto the continue to check it further. Then it will give all the address that you have provided, your accommodation, your landlord details, and the serial number you have provided. Please pay close attention to the serial number, because in some of the cases the serial number provided by your leasing company owns several properties under the same serial number. So confirm carefully that the address which is fetched after entering the serial number belongs to you, the same address where you are living in. To move further, you have to click onto the validate option, and then it will directly take you to the step number 4, which is resources. In this, you have to declare your monthly resources for the past year. There's an option called no income and salary option. So in this part, we are going to continue further with the salary option, and for the no income, they have to click onto the validate, and it will directly take you to the step number 5, which is the end. So it will be showing you how much CAF you will be getting as a no income option. Right now we are going to proceed with the salary. After checking the salary box, it will be giving you all the information that you have to provide. Here you will select the months in which you have been having the salary. So for example, January, February, March, April, May, we selected. And then coming a little bit down onto the page, you have to provide how much salary you have been provided. Then you have to click onto the next. It will directly take you to the next question, which is heritage for the year 2022, which is having a question, your household has assets of more than 30,000 euros. Just mention it accordingly, yes or no. For us, we are opting for the no option, and then we are clicking onto the next, which will provide you a summary that the salary you have provided for the month you have opted. And after moving down, you have to click onto the calculate, which will take you to the next step, which is the step number 5, end. And in this, as you can see on the screen, that the amount you will be getting here is 21 euros per month. So for the salaried person, it is very less. So we would like to say you that choose it accordingly. If you are having a salary, then only you should opt for this option. Remember, the amount you will pay as an aid will depend on the several factors such as location of your accommodation, your earning for the past year, etc. Since your past year salaries plays a very important role, we hope you will make a better and informed decision on what details to enter. Now, moving a little bit down onto the same page, as you can see that these are the documents that will be required for your CAF process, and there is a summary of all the details that you have provided. Please download that, and then for uploading the documents, you have to click for the back to my account. In this, you will be redirected to this page, and at the right hand side corner, there is an option called submit a document. After clicking on that, it will take you to this page where you have to upload the documents after naming them. And now let's talk about the documents required for the CAF process. The first document is your passport, the front side and the back side, which should be very much clear. Your birth certificate translated and apostille, your house contract, your office certificate. If you haven't watched the video, please go into the description. We have provided with the link. Please watch that and upload the document over here. Your IBAN account details. If you haven't watched the video of how to open a bank account in France, you can see the video we have provided with the link. And these are the main documents that you have to provide. After some time, you will be getting an official letter from the CAF that your CAF has been approved, and you will be getting the CAF from the month you have applied for. So this is the end of the video. If you have any questions or query, please don't hesitate to write to us onto our new social handles or to the Gmail desiinfrancevlogs@gmail.com. We would be happy to cater all your queries. Thank you, and we will meet you with the new video soon. Bye bye.